Hello, welcome back. This is Doofus K. Welcome to the fifth episode of my Let's Play Farming Giant. And I made a little bit of a boo-boo. In my previous save, I accidentally built a medium cow thing over here. And what happened was I forgot to put water in it, or a water subscription to it, and the cows ended up dying, and then the game crashed. And it actually crashed with an error of dead beef. And so I'm not sure if that's a normal thing that happens or not, but so what I was explaining is that some things have changed here. Obviously, as you can see, we have another garage and a cold storage and another main building here. I think the chicken coop was already there and the butchery was already here. The cold storage is really super handy because what you can do is build up this huge level of meat in here, and then if you have an order for, like I have these really awesome order, like this particular one here I just finished, 54,000 units of meat for 300 grand, and that's why I have so much money. You know, the whole building can store 66,000, so that's super easy. And so we're going to do the same thing with the chicken meat here. Now, interestingly, because of that previous save file, excuse me, I've learned my lesson. What we need to do is build a bigger garage, so we can sort of separate out some of this stuff, because we have tons of cooler trucks and tons of things going on, and we just need more room. We need more room for everything, so that's the first thing we're going to do, is build a medium garage. Oops, not land. Because we need to have tons and tons of room for all these equipments that we're going to have. So the medium cow thing is definitely going to be on my list. However, just not at the moment. In fact, let me save it and just make sure. Okay, that worked. I'm not sure if that whole thing, like if you save it and you have dead cows, like if that's just, they could have just made the game stop, but apparently not. I don't know. So we don't have a ton of workers here, but we have enough. Maybe I will. How much money, how much stuff do we need for that? Maybe I will get this other, because this medium-sized cow buyer thing, it can hold like 400 and some cows, so it's super nice to have, actually. The corn seems to be doing good. They don't eat a lot of corn, and so I've sort of been wasting corn. I might have to buy a mill. Because they really don't eat much. I mean, that wheat has been in there the entire game, and they haven't even touched it. And the same thing with the grass. Like I have way too much grass. All right, so we have 5 extra workers. Let's just put them all in here for now, and then let's delete some of these animal truck ones and the cooler truck ones and redo these, because we need to kind of consolidate things here. I'm gonna go a little slower so we don't like completely hose everything. Let's maintain some stuff, move some stuff. I want all these animal trucks and cooler trucks and the van. I want this all away from our implements, because we're going to need to make some room in here for other implements that we need. This garage, I'm not exactly sure why I even bought this. I think I could have actually bought the medium-sized garage when I even built this, so it's kind of stupid. but I think all this stuff looks pretty good as far as maintenance goes. This isn't going to be a super long episode. My last one was fairly long. It was like almost, well, it was like 47 minutes long or something like that. Alright, so we don't need that many workers in here now. In fact, we really should just buy another tractor. So then we can have 2 dudes working. So we'll think about that. We probably only need 2 workers in here. For the time being, since we have lots of vehicles in here, let's just do that. Alright, so the first task, we need to get cows from here. Now, let's see if I can... So we need to get animals from the cows thing to the butchery, so we'll do that first. And we only want to do these 15 at a time. And then we do want that to be automatic. Alright, so he just left. And then we want one to go from here. Oh, actually here, we'll delete this one. We want an animal truck. So you can see here it says tasks 1. Now we want him to do that regardless of if the chickens are done. So we want this one to go from chicken to here, and I'm not totally convinced in the quantity here, but I think 150 is about right. And see how they're both doing it at the same time, so that's what we want. Alright, so that handles the animals. What else do we got in here? We got a van. Alright, so we want to set the van up to get agricultural lime for us. Now the van, because the van tends to sit around forever, he can do all sorts of stuff. So we'll get the full quantity, and then we'll also have him pick up us fertilizer, because I want to start kind of messing with that. Now herbicide and insecticide, I think you can just spray the fields, but I don't really know how it works, so we'll load up on that. So he can do that automatically, so that's good. Now we need a cooler truck. We only have one, I think. So we should probably buy another one. Have I unlocked the medium-sized one? No, but I will next time. Alright, so for now, let's just buy a small one. And then we'll wait until the medium one we unlock for that. So this is where optimizing this stuff really makes a huge difference, because if you can have all sorts of independent drivers doing their own thing, your farm is going to be much more efficient. And so, alright, so this is good. So we got those 2. And then we need a cooler truck to bring those things here. So we click on that. I think what we're going to do here is have one cooler truck for all the things, 2 the eggs from location here, quantity, let's just do 5,000. That might be a little bit of driving for this guy, but that's fine. And then we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to just load this single guy up here. We want to do 1,000 on that. Actually, he could be more than that, but actually we'll oops-a-daisy. We'll pause these because we want to have this guy build up some quantity. Alright, so we should be good on that. See how this chicken guy, he is doing a lot of running back and forth. We may in fact need to get another chicken coop. They don't take a lot of food, so we could easily do a second one. I think every time you load a save file, it turns your irrigation off. But it didn't turn that one off for some reason. Let me mute here. So this is, I think, probably the best start that I've ever had to this game. Everything is working out very, very well, which is actually sort of surprising for this game. So I think once I get all these routes sorted out, then I'll stop this video. But this is sort of what it takes to like redo buildings. You know, we have extra room in here so we can buy another tractor, because right now we only have one dude in here, but we have 3 implements, so we should really optimize that, because we could have one guy harvesting while one guy is plowing. Once we add some more fields around here, we're going to definitely want to do that. We have unlocked the medium tractor, so that is an option as well. So, but what I think I was saying in the previous video is that I was going to demolish these eventually, kind of move stuff over from here over to here, and then just make these fields bigger. Now these fields are gigantic. You know, I mean, they're producing a buttload of grass, way more than I actually need. But that isn't always going to be true, because when you start to get into the medium and the large cow thing, the cow coop, if you will, you need, I mean, you've doubled essentially your capacity for cows, and so it's, you know, it is a thing. Alright, so this guy, well, here, we can do the grain truck. So we have, oh, I know why. So we're going to delete this one for now, because, you know what, let's just F it and buy the dang silo. We need one anyway, we might as well just build it. I kept on putting it off, but... So how much can we store in this baby? 22,000. Boom, sold. Alright, so this has the harvester in it because I was running out of room in my silo, so that's good. So as you can see here, we got kind of a mess, but this is exactly what it's going to look like. So then what we want is harvester, corns. Now it isn't quite matured yet, so I'm not going to automatically do it, but one thing we do need to add is a grain truck. Grass field yield was 100%, good. So truck for grains, and we want from corn. Wait a minute, no, we want to corn, to location, what now? I'm confused. Oh, he can only hold 400. Well, okay, we'll leave it in there for now, but when the corn level gets a little low, then we'll finish that order. So that is sort of an oversight, I think, on their part. Like, you should be able to set the quantity regardless of what, you know, I mean, if a truck shows up and you can only fit 200 liters of corn, he should just drop 200 off and bring the rest back. I mean, you know, I'm sure it doesn't happen that often IRL, but I'm sure it does happen. So, so what's the deal with our cooler trucks, bros? Oh, we haven't set them up. Alright, well, let's do that. Alright, so these cooler trucks... Oh, hold on a second. I did set this up. Oh, I didn't set it automatically. Alright, so we're going to do 10,000 at a time for chicken meat. And we want... Let's do 5,000 eggs at a time. Actually, no, we're not going to do that. How many eggs do we got? Oh, he can hold plenty more. And then we need to set up a route for the meats. cow meats. Same thing with that 10,000. Boom, boom, done. So let's make sure that's all jazzy. Yep. So if you notice that he can only fit like 6,000, I think, units, but that's fine. The problem is they do have to drive, like the cow one has to drive all the way down here, so we should probably have a thing in here, but that's alright. Cornfield was only 60%. That's alright. Alright. Alright, our new silo. This one's full. If we get a mill going, we'll kind of make the change over there, but it's never, you know, it's not too bad to have some extra sitting around. How's our money doing? Good. We should probably start cranking up that. Alright, so we've got the meat going, we've got the eggs going. Chicken meat? Chicken meat's almost full. Actually, is chicken meat full? No, not quite. Vehicles removed. Moo. Leather we haven't unlocked yet. Workers are working. We've got fertilizer and agricultural lime. I think that's it, folks. I think we've done some good work here. So that's sort of just an overview of what it kind of takes to like move things around, and it is a little bit of a hassle, but you know, redoing some of your routes, you know, is actually kind of a good practice because they do kind of get effed up. And having a lot of workers, especially if you have this many, you know, I mean, you can consider each one of these to be an independent route, in fact. And so, you know, I have some of these trucks doing 3 different routes just themselves, but you could, in fact, make each truck do one thing. And that would be obviously most efficient, but we don't have enough stuff here to kind of justify that. So I think that's a good start. We'll call that another video. And then next video we'll expand over here and get a medium-sized cow buyer. So this is Doofus K. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time.